Kelvin, can you sum up how it felt when you got that call to come on, when Fraser goes down injured? When do you start thinking you're going to come on, and what's going through your head at that time?
Well, I think I know Fraser pretty well now, and he's had a couple of niggles this season, and played through them. So when he takes a knock, he's a big, strong boy. I didn't honestly expect to come on until he raised his hand, and knowing Fraser as I do, that he's in some discomfort and he's going to be in trouble. So from that moment, really, that's when I thought, okay, I better double knock the boots and put the gloves on.
Obviously, you've had to be patient, I guess is probably the word this season. I think it's 13 months or so since your last Premier League appearance. How do you feel when you get that call and you've got to come on and jump into action at that short notice?
Today I didn't feel too much, if I'm honest. Obviously, stepping onto the pitch and hearing the fans, that was a special moment for me. Real touching, real emotional. But again, you've got to control that. You've got to think of the job in hand. And I'm just happy to contribute to the lads' performance.
Did that give you a bit of confidence, that reaction from the fans when you come on straight away to get that reaction?
100%, 100%. That was a great feeling. It made me feel that certainly very welcome, and some memories came flooding back of a few years ago when I was doing it week in, week out. But like I say, I'm really happy to contribute to the win.
And some of those saves you're pulling out in the first half must have brought back memories as well, really, because it was like rolling back the year straight away.
Yeah, it's you don't plan to make saves. They just if you get the opportunity, you make them. And just like I say, just really pleased to contribute.
That role you've played for the last year or so in terms of being the second goalkeeper, how much of an adaptation has that been for you, to go from being the regular number one week in, week out here to having to play second fiddle maybe to Arthur and to Fraser this season?
Well, I think when you're training and working day in, day out with a guy and a goalkeeper like Fraser, it's not difficult at all. You know that the situation, he's one of the best goalkeepers in the league. So you're very acceptant to that. You understand your position, you understand your role, and obviously being at the club as long as I have, I'll carry on doing that supportive role as long as I can. Really, that's how I feel. So it's not difficult. It's something that I think that it comes to goalkeepers where there's that almost it's a different position. It's a position that I think suits well to experienced goalkeepers that understand the game and are willing to work hard during the week and be available when and if needed.
In terms of how you're feeling after this game, I imagine the joy you're experiencing at how the match went is probably slightly tempered by your feelings for Fraser. I'm guessing there's a lot of sympathy and a lot of worry, I guess, from you for him.
Well, I said it and I felt it at the time. Him coming off the pitch, you don't. That's not how you want your opportunity to come. And certainly, I respect Fraser a hell of a lot. He's a good guy, and he's a great professional. And obviously, I hope that he has a speedy recovery, and I hope that the injury's not too serious, and that he's back, putting the Saints shirt on very soon.
I'm sure you're going to tell me that you train all week as if you're going to play almost, but does this now change the way you have to approach probably the next 2 weeks of the international break in terms of the intensity maybe of your training going into a match in 2 weeks' time?
Well, I'll be honest, I think that we train like that week in, week out as it is. We're pushed very hard in training, not just myself, Fraser, Cody, and Gaza. So it's something that I don't think will change. May tweak one or two things to suit me if Fraser's injury is not too serious. So and I'm sure that the level of training will be what's needed for myself.
It was quite a nice moment. I thought you're obviously the last man back into the dressing room. The players were already in there. Got a nice round of applause walking in. That must have been quite an emotional moment, really, for you.
Yeah, well, we're a tight group. We know that from the outside it's something that you say a lot, but it's moments like that that show what we're about, and we are together, and we're obviously close and appreciate each other maybe a little bit more than other teams. I don't know, but yeah, it was a lovely moment, and obviously I really appreciate it.
And last but not least, we do have to obviously talk about the importance of the result, which is another good result, a good win, and it keeps up the pressure on that top 5 in the Premier League. Yeah,
we set out to win the game. We knew we had to win the game to stay in and stay amongst it. So to come away with 3 points on the back of the point last week at Chelsea keeps the momentum with us, and as we say in the dressing room, we're going to push right to the end.